This right here on your screen is the Instagram page, and today we're taking the username and password from the user interface that we've built it, and we're going to perform the login. So let's go. The way you can actually do it is by finding an element and then actually sending keys. So that's send keys function. And here you're going to do your greetings everyone. Today we're going to be exploring the Instagram login. So we're going to go straight into it. I already explored the questions that we actually had. Thanks for all of the questions. It's been nice for me to answer them. And let's actually see what we have. The first thing that you'll notice is that I have a comment here, just because when I'm searching for these things, it's going to be easier for me to navigate through the comments. I just said navigating to the Instagram URL. Now, one thing new is that my scroll should be lit up, and you can see where I'm pointing at better, right? So this is going to be more clear when I go to, let's say, Python, and I do change color, and I go green and something like that. So you're going to follow these things better, I believe. Good. Now, this is also send keys here. It should be click. So let's actually see what we have. Now I'm going to go to the bot user interface and just straight on press connect. And that's where we're going to go. We're going to go to the allow cookies, and then we have the Instagram. Good. Now, there are a couple of things that you can do that I'm not going to do. I want to make this a bit more interesting, and I'm actually going to show you a way to log in with Facebook. So our program is actually going to come and it's going to press this login Facebook thing. And obviously this, if I can right click over here, I do not want to. All right, I'm going to press this, but before I do, I actually want to take it. So F12, go to element selector, select this, bring it like so. And I'm just going to copy this button, copy for expat. And here, on the variables, I'm actually going to say Facebook button, Facebook login button, and I'm going to say it'll be equal to this. Good. I do not want to actually call this Facebook login button, more like login with Facebook button. Yeah, that's going to be better. Login with EB button. Now, why am I actually doing that? Because you're going to notice a couple of things. Now, Instagram is trying to protect against people like us, info traders, and they actually have a couple of different styles. So once you get this bones over here, so once you get actually this div over here, the login with Facebook is going to be different. Now, that doesn't matter. Just keep in mind that if something is happening with your Facebook, then it means that you have the wrong path. Just collect it again, and we're going to try catch it. So we're going to put it into an error handling, and then we're going to go with that. Now, what I wanted to show you is that our bot is not going to go straight to these phone number, username, or email. So what we can do is actually say, I don't know, this is user, and then it can go here. This is password, right? So I can show that. And it's going to click on login. That's what it's going to do. Now, obviously, this can work. And I'm going to show you basically this. But before I actually go to these things, to the send key functions, I want to press on the login with Facebook. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to allow essential and optional cookies. And then I'm just going to send stuff right here on the Facebook. It's just going to be better for the tutorial, I believe. So let's go back to the Instagram, where is it? Instagram navigation. Now I'm getting this, I'm pressing it, I'm waiting 3 seconds, and now I want to go to Facebook. So here is going to go login with VB, right? So in order for me to log in with VB, I do want to actually go to VB. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to say driver.find element by.expat, because that's what I took, and I called it. Okay, I guess I actually, yeah, I placed it on the wrong spot. We should be placing it here. Login with VB in the Instagram bot PI, not the bot user interface. So I'm going to take that, and I'm actually going to driver find element, click it, and that should be good to go. Now, as I said, this can actually change in the future. So what you can try is say try block over here, indent here, and then accept indent over here, and you're going to be searching for something else. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to say print, we have a problem finding VB button. And that's pretty much it. And what I'm going to do here is IG page. We have a problem finding VB button, right? So I know that in the Instagram page, I do have a problem finding the VB button there. Now I'm going to click it. As soon as I actually click, again, I want to wait a little bit. So I'm just going to say time sleep 2. I'm just going to wait 2 seconds. Now I'm in Facebook. A very interesting thing is that I'm actually in Facebook and I need to allow essential cookies. So you actually see that this goes pretty straightforward. I do not know the URL, the expat. So let's actually go and log in again. That's pretty much what we're going to be doing for the rest of the series. Now, my bot here is not going to work. Good. I'm going to connect. Again, we're going to go to Facebook. We're going to allow essential, to Instagram, allow essential. And then we're going to click on login with Facebook. And I do expect to go into the Instagram page. Now, do we remember when I said that sometimes you have this div over here that is these, I'm going to take a screenshot of that and probably I'm going to show you. There are 2 fonts over here. And I said, probably we're going to have a problem finding login with Facebook. That's what happened here. And I do expect that I have, there we go. IG page, we have a problem finding FB button. So as you can see, now I'm going to destroy my bot. But as you can see, we have a problem finding the FB button. Now, I did a mistake here. I didn't have to destroy the Chrome because I had to take the new expat. But this happens because the expat of the FB button over here actually changed. So this is login with FB button. I placed it over here. I'm going to log again. And hopefully I hit the problem again because this was very stupid of me. I want to go allow essential cookies here on the Instagram. And there we go. We hit the problem again. Again, if I go to the console, you're going to see IG page. We have a problem finding FB button. Now, this is because if I say F12 over here and I try to find the login with Facebook button, I'm going to right click, copy, full expat. Pretty much the same thing, but it's going to be different. How is it going to be different? Well, I'm just going to say login with FB button. And as you can see, boom. Do you see the difference now? A slight difference, but we couldn't find it. So this is going to be the alternative. Boom. As soon as I have a problem finding the first Facebook button, I'm just going to use the alternative, right? So here I'm not going to print anything else. I'm going to say driver.findElement by.expat, and I'm going to find the Facebook alternative, and I'm going to click that. Boom, there we go. So that's pretty much it. Now, every single time that we have some problem like that, always keep a logging, log it out, print it into the console, it doesn't matter, or just straight debug it. But once you actually get more experience, you're going to know where the potential problems are, so you're going to cover it yourself up. Now I'm going to close the bot again. Control S, just to be sure that it's going to be recompiled. Connect, and let's see the magic currently. I do expect that we're going to go to Facebook successfully. Boom, login with Facebook. Boom, there we go. So this is where we're getting. Allow the user of cookies from Facebook on this browser. Yes, I do want to allow it, but my bot has actually completed its mission. It went to the time sleep 2, and boom, there we go. The bot can be run again. I'm going to close the bot. I'm going to come here, and I need this element over here. So I want to allow it. Now I'm going to again do pretty much the same thing. Go to the selector and try to select it. There is a line here from my recording, so I can't really find it, but oh, there we go. Button, copy, go expat, and this is going to be VB, allow cookies button. And this is going to be this. There we go. And now, do I actually have a better labeling for this? I'm not going to think about that, but definitely I need to do it in the future. In order for me to allow, so allow Facebook cookies over here, I am going to say driver, find element by expat, and click it. This is going to bring the allow cookies. So I'm going to click it, and I'm going to end up having these sets. Now, what I want to do is actually to place my username and password over here. Again, what you can do is basically skip this page, skip this step when we're going to Facebook and when we're exception logging. but it's very important. I think it's very important. You should be doing it. That's why I'm showing you. But if you have decided to skip over that, just do this thing, because in Instagram, you're going to get, if I go back to Instagram here, if I go to instagram.com, you're going to see, there we go. This is the div that I have been talking about, by the way, and I'm actually going to screenshot that, open up Paint, and place it here just for the editing later. Now, you can see these are text boxes that I can enter data. Same goes to this. These are text boxes that I can enter data. So whatever I do here in the Facebook is going to be similar to the Instagram thing. Of course, they're not going to be the same expats, because obviously the Instagram is on Facebook. Well, hypothetically it is, but you get what I'm saying. Now, in order for me to find these, again, I'm going to go to the selector, search for the input, copy, go expat, and again, come to the Instagram bot and say FB username input is going to be equal to this. And also, I do want to take the password input, copy, and I'm going to say control, okay. FB password input is going to be that. So as you can see, div1 and div2. That's pretty much the difference. Good. Now, what I want to do, I do have the username and the password that are coming from the user interface. Opening browser should be giving me these. Yeah, good. And what I need is to find the username and place the, what was it, input from UI. Well, actually, that's a fairly bad comment. I'm just going to find the username input. Then I'm just going to say find the password input and enter data. And that's pretty much going to be that. Good. Let's leave it like so, because if I try to fix it, I'm going to get a lot in depth. Now, in order for me to get the username, I'm just going to say driver.find element. Again, we're working with the expat, so I'm just going to say expat, and I'm going to be finding the FB username, and I'm going to use send keys, and I'm going to be sending the username that I have received from the UI. The same thing is going to happen with the password, but I do want to say time sleep 1 here. I just want to wait 1 second before I do it again. And again, driver.find element by expat. I'm searching for FB password input, and I'm sending the password. Good. And again, I'm just going to say time sleep 1 second. And that's pretty much it. That's what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to start the user interface, and I'm going to write something here. Obviously, these are not going to be my real data, because when I'm writing my real data, I'm going to blur it. What I'm going to say is this is test user. The same is going to be password. Good. So now we have UI in the UI, the username and the password. Let's just connect and see what's going to happen. Again, I'm going to Instagram, allow essentials. We have one of the divs. We're throwing an error, but we're handling it. Then we're going to Facebook. We're going to allow essential, and boom, there we go. Now you can see one problem here is that when I actually send the data, the email, here I actually pressed login. Well, this is because when I actually take the data in the bot user interface, I'm actually taking the end, and it is triggering a enter click. But we're going to fix this in the next episode. What I wanted to do in this is just to show you how you can actually send keys, send data. Obviously, once we're actually sending the data, we're going to press the login. And by the way, I don't even know if I need to fix that, because I can just send the data once. It's going to perform a login click, send the data twice to the password, and then it's going to happen. But the idea is that the email was not actually remembered. So that's something that we're going to do. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one when we're actually going to fix it, log into Instagram, and actually start searching by a hashtag. Bye.